Okay, here we go. Before I go through any details of this actual video, if you are somebody who has ever enjoyed any of the content that we've created on this channel, whether or not it's a match day experience, an interview, the Suffolk non-league show, the ground hopping videos, the football manager stuff, or you're just somebody who is invested in myself and cares about what it is that I am doing, I urge you please to watch the video in its entirety so you can understand the reasoning and the logic behind the decision that I am about to make. It's really important to me that you do that just so you can understand it. Any questions you have afterwards, please let me know in the comment section or reach out to me on social media and I will be happy to answer them as much as I possibly can. So it is with regret, but also excitement for the future that I am announcing that there will no longer be any content created on the DeeJam YouTube channel, whether or not that's the matchday experiences, the interviews, or the Suffolk non-league show. That is all coming to an end. Now, as I said, I know for a lot of you that will be extremely disappointing news, and trust me, I'm broken about it as well. It's been a massive part of my life. It's changed me and has grown me as an individual and has given me the platform to go on and do something else within the non-league scene. And I don't even know where to begin in terms of thanking everyone who's been a part of it. But before I get to all of that, I just want to kind of explain, as I said, the reason why. So please just kind of listen and hear me out if you possibly can. So when I first started on YouTube, the sole purpose of the channel was a ways and a mean of getting me into football in some sort of capacity. Now, I had no idea what I wanted to do, but I knew that football was my calling and what it is that I wanted to do. That was the only thing I've ever had a drive towards. You can ask anybody in my life. Football it runs through me. It's deep within me, and I knew that I wanted to get into football, whether or not it was refereeing, coaching, management. I was never good enough to be a player. Let's be honest, I'm never good enough to be a player. But whether or not it was videography, interviews, commentary, I didn't know. So I started off the YouTube channel to get me into it and to kind of get the skills and develop myself as an individual and learn on the job. And I did. We made a lot of mistakes along the way. We did some really good things. We did some not so good things. But we've now got to the point where the channel, for the market that we're in, which is Suffolk non-league football and Norfolk and Essex, depending on what leagues we talk about, we've done a bloody good job. We've done an amazing job. I don't like to speak that way about myself. That's not really who I am, but I'm unbelievably proud of what we've done with this channel. It has been amazing. The subscriber count for what it is that we do is it's just incredible. It really, really is incredible. Part of the reason why I'm making this decision is that I am realistic enough to know that if I ever wanted to make something of this in terms of it being a part-time or a full-time income, YouTube and doing this is not going to be the way for me. I think if you are under 50k subscribers on YouTube, anybody who is a YouTuber watching this right now knows how difficult it is to get any sort of income from what it is you do on YouTube. And anybody who tells you that they can do that is either lying to you or they're delusional. So it's just the way that it is. And look, I was in that delusional camp. I thought that if I continued along this way, we'd get enough patrons on board, we'd get enough sponsors on board, that we could make something from this and I could have a part-time income, drop a day a week. It's just not reality. So part of the reason behind the decision I'm making is that at the beginning of the season, you will have seen across our social medias that both myself and Adam were given the opportunity that we'd been looking for to get into football and work with a football club. Witton United have given us that opportunity, and realistically, this is the way of me being able to get into football. And I need to give this 100%. And I'll be real with you. I've been clinging on to YouTube and the live show for so long now because it's something that I created and I worked for and put every single effort into it. I did not want to let it go. And I didn't put as much effort into the new project as much as I possibly could. And Adam saw it. He worked tirelessly at the beginning to really get that off and running. And I didn't. And it's because, as I said, I was so invested in what we were doing here. But now this is the avenue that I need to go down in order to make something of myself. I want to be in a position where I can turn around to my son when he's older and say, look, I worked for this. I did this, and I'm in a job that I enjoy. I'm in an environment that I enjoy, and you can work towards that as well. And as I said, I can't let go of this opportunity. So this will not be the last that you see of me. I am going to be heavily active in non-league football still. It's just that the way that I'm going to be doing it is not on the screen like this. It is not me giving my thoughts and opinions. I'm going to be involved in a different way. As I said, I know a lot of people will not be happy with the decision, and I get it. I understand people's thoughts and frustrations with it because the show in particular, the live show, has become a big part of people's week. The Monday motivation to kind of get them through. I've had those messages sent to me. This is not just me making stuff up. I've actually had people send me that stuff, that having the show as a focus point is what gets them through the week. And, you know, as I said, I get it. I know why people won't be happy with it. But I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for my family, and I'm doing it for my future. And I hope that you can be a part of the journey as well. I hope that you can still continue to support me. And I'm sure a lot of you will, because it's something that moving forward, I'm incredibly excited to get going. I'm really keen to give this my all. But in order to do that, I need to have focus on this project. I think a lot of you will know when you are working 5 days a week, when you've got your family to look after and support as well, and you want to spend time with them, the kind of the other projects and stuff that you do has to take a bit of a back burner. And because of the YouTube stuff, I wasn't able to do this. But now I'm going in full steam with it. We are going to make a success out of this. I am going to make a success out of this. I am determined to do so. In short, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has ever watched a video, subscribed to the channel, hit the like button. Anybody who's ever shared any of our content on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, anybody who has ever left a nice comment, people who get involved in the live show, anybody who's ever come on to the show. The guests that we've had on have been absolutely amazing. Thank you to everybody who has ever put any sort of money towards the show. The sponsors that we've had, I've reached out to them before this video. We've had a chat, and they are fully behind what it is that we're doing. And I cannot thank those guys enough, because they have been able to afford what we had as the green screen, the lights, the camera, the setup. Without them, it wouldn't have been possible to do this show. So the sponsorship and all of those guys that have been on board, you know who you are. Thank you so much. To everyone who has ever made a one-off donation towards a show, you've helped it grow to a level and the production value that I never ever thought it could be when I first started on YouTube. Like, the difference between some of my first videos and now, it's all down to you, with the support that you've given me. This part of the video is specifically for Patreon members, for people who put monthly donations towards me. I will be messaging you guys personally on Patreon. If you want to help support me in my next venture, if you still want to support me, then if you want to continue with the Patreon membership, that would be amazing. I'm not asking you to, but if you do, that would be incredible. If you are somebody who is doing it because you enjoy the video content that we do on here, I completely understand if you want to cancel it. I will be, as I said, I'll be reaching out to you and we'll discuss it properly. And the content creation is still going to be there. I'm still going to be doing stuff for Witten. It's just not going to be at the same. It's just not going to be done the same way as what we do things on here. If anything, it's going up levels. It's going up, and I'm going to be creating so much more unique ways of being able to record content, different ways of being able to do it. If anything, my mind is just going to like explode with the kind of ideas and stuff that I want to do. So, yeah, as I said, if you want to help continue to support it, then that would be much appreciated. Sorry, I got. This is this is difficult, kind of finishing up this video. Trying to hold it back. There's going to be some people, and I know one person in particular who's going to be absolutely loving this, but yeah, I just want to say thank you once again to everyone who's been there through me, who's been with me rather throughout this journey. People who know me well will know that the last, I've not always had things my way. I've had a lot of setbacks in my life. I've gone through some very difficult stuff that I don't really talk about in the open because I feel like it's on a need to know basis kind of thing. But yeah, you honestly have no idea what you have done for me. I can't put it into words how grateful I am. I don't even know where to begin, really. You've saved me on so many occasions, and you guys won't even know it. But I say now is the opportunity to grow as an individual and to take the next step in my journey. And I'm really excited. Like I'm unbelievably ready to go for this. The next few months are going to be exciting, hard work, but I am ready. I am so ready for this. Yeah, just can't wait to get going. Really cannot wait to get going. Don't really know how to end this one. Well, I guess there's only one way to end it, isn't there? Until next time, as always, everybody, take care of yourselves. I'll see you very soon. Adios.